Hello, everyone. My name is Luke Thomas. That's Brian Campbell. In the epic words of LeBron James, Cleveland, this is for you.
Just days out from the fight, Sunday night, when the unbeaten Jake Paul takes on a very formidable opponent, Tyron Woodley.
I mean, if you want the truth about the Ducks, it's like, am I frustrated by the lack of commercial growth? Yes, in a lot of ways. When you build something and it gets this big, you got to figure out, you know, is my head's gotten big too. Can I fit my head through this door? You know, they say pride comes before the fall. Yo, we've fallen right now.
They got us in this post-World War II. You know, if you were in Warsaw during the war and you just found out over the radio, right, that the Allies had entered, this is probably where it would have happened. You know what I mean?
We're in Cleveland for Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley. You know, we really want to provide an anchor for this week's digital coverage on Showtime. Morning Kombat is in the house.
Luke Thomas having lunch over here.
You're an idiot.
Doc 4, we were high and mighty. We were on the verge of maybe selling our own souls to the idea of being celebritateurs. Somebody who interviews celebrities for a living and by proxy begins to believe in their own celebrity. You know, those garish robes would fit perfectly. You know, the hotel room with the balcony looking over the golf course. I mean, that was a fake environment. Miami is a fake city. Cleveland is a smack in the face to, you know, it really is this the end if we don't turn our shit around.
We should rename these docs to just the Brian Campbell Masturbation Project, because that's what this is, man.
Can I eat in fucking privacy?
Heading into Doc 5, there has been some talk. Not only will Luke play ball, will he play an
I'll play
active
ball. I'll play
role?
ball. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
We do too many of these, just so that's clear. Let me just get that out. First answer right up front. We do too many of these.
But plenty of celebrities here this week. You know, Oscar Willis from Mac Life fame. You know, this guy's
Award nominated.
Yeah.
Did you get nominated this year?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, good for you. Congratulations.
Conning my way to the top.
Oscar, if we had to ask you of the 4 Morning Kombat documentaries, which one do you think really
Don't feel bad. I haven't seen them either.
really hooked you the most in terms of the storyline, the expectations,
I think to try and separate anyone from the other would be doing them a disservice. I think you have to watch the whole set, or else you're denying yourself the perfection. You know?
It's like the Criterion Collection, you know?
Yeah.
You skip one of those movies, you skip them all.
Exactly. So, you know, you can't improve on perfection, and each one tries to do so. You just get a consistent basis of greatness.
All right. Hey, no Jake though this week. No Jake the documentarian.
Less than Jake.
Jake, who is basically liked by everybody, including me and Brian, he had duties this week. He had to be with Tyron Woodley for large stretches of the week for All Access. So he's normally the guy who's with us shooting the doc. Obviously couldn't be here.
So we scheduled the documentary and found out our documentarian was double booked. Yeah, that's great. That's great.
I also feel like BC likes him because BC trusts him. You know, like BC can be himself around Jake. Jake is sort of very welcoming of that kind of thing.
Who was willing to take one for the team.
He was willing to suck dick.
But our guy Jake right here, who doesn't know 90s music, that guy's the best. Andy King. I can
Jake,
sense
you
it.
are Andy King?
I'll do whatever I take.
Yeah,
Damn right,
You
damn
will
right.
whatever
So
it takes.
shout out to Andy King for team.
Very few people know Doc 4. You remember that weird tattoo with that green third world animal creature on the thigh? That's Jake's thigh. That man is art.
We got Tim on the camera though. He's a very good cameraman. He's a very good operator. Can he run the show though? Can he execute a storyline? The awkwardness is I'm actually talking to him right now. You know what I mean? He's the guy holding that cam. What's this doc gonna look like with new fresh ideas, right? This is the real stuff, right?
When they walk out, are you going to?
All right, you got to be flexible.
You know, the docs, what people don't understand is that's nonfiction. That's real life. You know, it's unscripted as shit.
You guys open the show. Let's talk about the event.
Let's see who's sweating more, the guy who just hit mitts or the washed co-announcer here with me in the tent.
Give it up for the chosen one, Tyron Woodley!
You couldn't possibly sweat more than I have in this shirt, Tyron. I mean, let's be honest right here, bro.
Everybody make some noise. Give it up for Jake Paul. Everybody give it up. Give it up.
You know, I see a lot of Jake Paul in myself. Is he more bark than he is bite?
Content creation. Great to see you, buddy. Good to see you guys.
How are you doing, Jake?
We're in the
Nice to
tent.
see you.
We're live.
If he wins, do we win? I don't know. I want to be that man in the mirror, right? Because the thing is, I'm asking him to change his ways. And, you know, we knew the Canadians were coming this week, right? There was a, you know, we got Paul revered pretty hard on that this was coming. And, you know, did we allow this in the end?
I'm like, okay.
This is how disgusting. I mean, I don't have room to talk
you don't
from
have-
this week.
you have
I don't.
no room
But
to talk.
at least mine was performance based. This was him getting ready in his room.
I was sweating because it was hot in my room.
It's a big week though. It's a big week. Okay, for not only Woodley Paul, not only Doc number 5, but a lot of reunions. There were divorces. Now there's reunions this week. It's going to get sweaty. It's going to get awkward. You know, I'm here. I'm just here. I'm just here to just keep the water
stupid ass
flowing
text
in the
you
right
sent me?
direction.
I mean, the docs speak for themselves in terms of that full-on representation of real life.
This is pro wrestling.
You know, this could be a turning point for the brand in a lot of ways.
What's next? Okay. What are you going to bring Helwani in here? Where is he?
Ariel Helwani, who is now with a bunch of different places. He's back at Fox. He's got BT Sport. We used to work together for a long, long time, about 7 years or so at MMA Fighting together, and then he went on to ESPN, and then I eventually ended up here. And we had some differences. He's here working this event.
You know what I'm saying? Just yeah.
You turn that corner, you don't know what's coming next.
He came up to me at the press conference and you know, said hi, and then he kind of articulated that he wanted to have a broader conversation about what he thought were some misunderstandings, and I think it was ultimately a pretty productive thing. BC wanted it to be something it wasn't, because that's what he does. Like, we were all just playing a role in BC's mental masturbation. He wants to be the maestro of the own story he's crafting about how there's this narrative and this person does this, and he'll try to influence you to act in such a way to bring about that real life drama that he's scripting.
You gotta get that. You gotta get that. Okay, you gotta get that.
And so that's what he's trying to do here.
Tim, are you actually aware of what's going on right now?
I heard a little bit of it.
What you calling me for?
You know, the thing about it is, though, am I that candy on Luke's arm? You know, I was the third wheel in Doc 4 with Brendan being here. You know, I wasn't so worried about being that this week because Luke needs to heal. So Showtime, you know, they made a bold move. And was that move meant to challenge Morning Kombat to step up its game? I wonder at the end of the day. Or do I realize maybe this is Showtime challenging me?
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Buckeye State.
He's got beef with the opposing camp here. Tyron Woodley cuts right in front of us.
It's okay. Just let him go through. For Brian Campbell, I'm Luke Thomas. We'll see you guys later.
You know, like I said, this is a former speakeasy, you know? Harder to get words or emotions out of this guy, though. He's like a rock. Not the Dwayne Johnson kind, you know?
The Woodley Paul MVP Face to Face. I used to host a great show called PBC Face to Face on that ass, right? I've been there. But Jake Paul's team was like, we need Ariel.
Welcome to MVP Face to Face. I'm Ariel Hawani.
And I think that's a sobering moment for us here at MK.
Are you asking me that was I worried in my absence that they would realize they could do the show with you alone?
Absence does make everyone else's heart that normally deals with you
No,
fonder.
I gotta tell you, I looked at the subscription numbers in my absence,
At BDE, Brian Campbell, no, that is not the great Luke Thomas next to me.
and I realized pretty quickly that this ship will sink if I'm not here.
Okay, all right.
You know, we've already established the art. We've played with the art. We've prettied it up. We've done everything we could with the art. We stretched it. Is the art getting in the way of the ceiling of this show? You gotta ask yourself, what are you fighting for? Is that art actually for me in the end? Is that art getting me more gigs? Or are we in Cleveland sobering up to find out that we're losing opportunities because of that?
I think that we are like the after party of this event, right?
Yeah, more or less.
The world famous Jake Paul robot. Do you have an official name?
Yo, I don't think that robot would be about it like Chewbacca would, though, you know?
No, that guy's not. Chewbacca's rare metal, man.
100,000K subs. We call in fights. We're hosting big things. We're making an impact on the youth. All those things can't happen if we're bringing with us on this journey past hurts.
What is going through your mind right now, Tyron, as you take on Jake Paul?
It's over.
What do you got there?
Just my Raising Cane's, you know, it's my lucky meal. One love. Chicken fingers, Tyron's a chicken, it makes sense.
And over focus and representation on what art really is and what it means and what we're producing.
Are you enjoying your time in Cleveland?
I am. I wish we get these cameras moved back a little. I'm a little too close. Not a great angle.
I want to introduce you to the people we'll be working with this weekend.
I understand.
Y'all got a thing going on?
We hate each other. It's really
Okay.
BDE is a hell of a drug. I mean, it is a hell of a drug.
There's nothing left to do except watch the fights. We'll see you guys there tomorrow.
Play ball.
So we went, you know, we went to a baseball game and a keg party broke out.
1, 2, 3.
We got a tie. We got a tie.
Did I take part in that? Regrettably.
So normally we get Jake to film this shit and edit together, but he's busy all accessing the insides of Tyron Woodley this week. So we've got.
This is Tim.
Wait, can we point out the fact that I shot the first 4 documentaries?
Tim challenged you a gentleman's duel to a Chuck.
No, it was a shotgun.
Yo, Chuck with this motherfucker, or stop being a hoe.
BC just, he wouldn't even shotgun a fucking beer at a ball game with his coworkers that he expects to film his life.
Brian wanted to do Brian's a fucking bitch.
And he can't even drink a fucking beer like a dumbass like I did.
I'm not gonna win this, but I'll participate.
I'm ready, baby.
All right, here's the swimming to bow-legged
Luke
women.
Thomas.
There we go.
Let's go.
Wow. He won. Wait. This is the real test. Hold on. Luke Thomas, everyone. Luke Thomas, everyone.
You know, and Luke doesn't normally give a shit about these guys. You think he knows Tim's name?
Tim.
And suddenly he's in funnel challenges with him. And I think we all went a little too far. And I got to a point where I was ready to have a fist fight for the art.
Double play, it'll be 4-6-3. Anyway, he's a hoe. He's a hoe.
Who's the real loner?
Well, it's not cool to be in a frat. Do you know what it's cool to be? A professional who gets jobs.
Yo, fuck this stop, bro. Okay?
I have a theory. I wonder, like, you know, he grew up like working class and like factory town, which, you know, a little lie, but we let it roll. I wonder how much did he miss life events as they were supposed to happen? And so now that he's older, more established, he has a great family life, he makes good money, he has a good plow, everything's kind of settled. Now he wants to go back and live the things he was supposed to live.
I ain't got nothing to prove to y'all.
He's still in high school. I'm not a doctor, by the way. Why is someone around you constantly trying to shape reality? Has this unusual need to try and influence events to fit a narrative that would be compelling and interesting to them, and does it in real life? Why would you do that? You would only do that if you missed out on something. He's probably got some questions he should ask himself in the mirror.
We come to you from America's North Coast. We're in Cleveland, Ohio. Well, tonight, a Cleveland native son is in the spotlight in our main event.
Doing this again? Wow. It's a bit disorganized, but that's sort of where I'm at right now. If that frat party that Cleveland Indian Gladiators private box turned into, I wonder if that was the point of no return for morning combat. So enjoy up, cameramen. Have a drink. It's on me. It's fine. But what about the next morning? What about when it's 2 p.m. and I'm still in bed at 43 years old?
Stop being a hoe, Brian. Stop being a hoe.
I had a meeting with Ariel and we talked about him, and it looks like I think we reached a place where we can get along.
Do I want more clicks on these? Yes, but time will come. People will see that this isn't a fight talk show. This isn't even a sitcom like I thought it was. This is real life. This is a journey. The highs and lows, the growth of Ben, right? Will the commercial audience be there to see it? I don't know. I hope.
What was your interaction like with Luke Thomas when you saw him last week for Showtime? Very, very good. And I'm very happy for his success with Showtime and with Brian Campbell, who's a great guy. I've never had an issue with him. I'm happy for everyone.